All right, folks, well, listen, I said we leave a few minutes at the end of the show for your live Twitter questions, and we're going to do that right now. You might have time to sneak in a question or two. Tweet us at AMC Movie News right now. Chris Lee is the gatekeeper. So, Chris Lee, what is on the Twitter stream?
Rashad wants to know who you think was the better Disney villain, Charlize Theron in Snow White or Angelina Jolie in Maleficent.
Oh.
He's Team Angelina, by the way.
Wow.
That's a tough one.
Tough. I am ever so slightly going to give the edge to Charlize. Ever so slightly, though. I mean, Angelina was great in Maleficent, but the reason I'm going to give the edge to her performance in Snow White is because I thought it overall was a poorer movie. And when you're able to really stand out that much more in a poor movie, I just give her the slight edge, but there's no wrong answer to this, I don't think. Dennis, how would you vote it?
I mean, I like Maleficent better as a movie.
Me too.
But the problem is, this is why I'm voting for Charlize, is Charlize was actually playing a villain, where Angelina Jolie was not.
A misunderstood hero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go with Maleficent, simply because
You almost said Maleficent, too.
I know. It's so
you give me a hard
to.
time for that all the time.
No, I know. I'm always correcting people. It's Maleficent, but it's so hard to not say it right. I'll go with that because I thought Angelina that was the way the script was written. It was like a villain turning into a hero, or a hero turning into a villain, turning back to a hero. I don't mind the transformation, and since that's the question, is either her or Charlize. I thought Charlize was amazing in that film, but I hated that movie. I thought it was a horrible film, except for her performance.
Yeah, she was great. She made it watchable.
Yeah, she made it totally watchable. I was like, please bring her back. Oh, it's the huntsman and the other girl walking around in the snow. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. Yeah, I felt Sleeping Beauty is what they should have called it, and just cuts of me for 2 hours.
All right, what's next?
Michael Kalan wants to know if you've heard any news on Clerks 3. Thanks and keep up the good work.
Well, Kevin Smith right now is working on that Tusk movie,
Right.
With Justin Long. Actually, it's a pretty interesting cast he's got together for that. I'm sure once that's done, they'll move ahead. I just know that he's doing it. That's all. And a little side note. Oddly enough, in my top 10 all-time favorite comedies, I put a list of this a while ago. It is Clerks 2, even more than Clerks 1. For whatever reason, Clerks 2 is a very special film to me. It was raunchy funny. But it was speaking to a lot of issues that I remember when I saw it too, that spoke to me with where I was in my life. The idea about where do you put friendships? Like, hey, I got this amazing opportunity for a job in another state. Is that worth leaving your friends for? Not your wife, not your mother, but your friends. And it was just coming of age. Well, not just coming of age, coming into middle age issues. To me, it was very, very smart and very, very fun. I love that movie, so I'm really looking forward to Clerks 3. Have you guys heard anything about it?
No, I think he's probably saving it for last when he retires. He keeps getting more and more movies. He's doing besides the Tusk, he's doing that Krampus movie.
The Anti-Claus.
Yeah, that's right, the Anti-Claus. Which sounds really good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And he's going to do the Anti-Claus next, and I'm sure he's going to do another film even before Clerks 3. But he's got everybody lined up. He's got all the whole old cast is back in it. So I know that they're going to do it. It's just everyone's just waiting for him to clear his schedule to make it happen. So it's going to happen, and I'm sure it won't be a very long shoot, a month at most. Yeah. The script's written, everyone's ready to do it. So and whenever he does it, they'll have it cut and done in a month. So I mean, we won't have to wait that long. I personally love Clerks better than
most people do.
And I love the one that's always made fun of is the Mallrats.
I actually like Mallrats.
I love
I'm just
Mallrats.
saying. We haven't talked about this, but I love Mallrats.
That was Ben Affleck was in it before he was famous.
Exactly.
He played that douchebag.
Yeah, that's got so many amazing lines, amazing scenes.
Michael Rooker's in it.
Let's move on, guys. We're going to try to get through a few more here. Let's rapid fire through a few more
Natalia wants to know what your favorite Star Wars film is.
Return of the Jedi.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire.
What's next?
Woo, Sam Curtis wants to know what movie fueled your nightmares as a kid. Mine was Dark Crystal. Not mine. Sam's was.
I love the Dark Crystal. To me, honestly, as a kid, there's two. One was to me still the most terrifying movie I have a hard time sitting through is American Werewolf in London. That movie just freaks the hell out of me. But honestly, the one that gives me nightmares as a child was Jaws.
Nice.
Yeah, Jaws just I couldn't sleep at nights. Anyway, what about you guys?
I thought the Wicked Witch in Oz was pretty scary.
Yeah.
The Nightmare Before Elm Street.
The Nightmare Before Elm Street?
Nightmare Before Elm Street scared me. It literally that
Do you
guy.
mean the Nightmare on Elm Street?
That's what I meant.
The
What did I say?
The Nightmare Before Elm Street.
Oh,
It's
the
like
Tim
the Nightmare
Burton movie.
Before
That's what I
Christmas.
mean. Yeah, it's like Jack Skellington inside
Okay,
your nightmares.
somebody make us a poster for the Nightmare Before Elm
That's
Street.
right.
Somebody make that poster.
A Nightmare on Elm Street was the one that gave me nightmares, and also a little earlier was Alien gave me.
Yeah.
nightmares.
All right, let's do a couple more.
Candyman 2.
Nice.
Throwing that one out there.
Candyman.
Eric Lafferty wants to know, what does Michael Bay need to do to win you over for Transformers 4?
Nothing. Honestly, I'm giving it. Look, I've liked the trailers. I hated Transformers 2 and 3, but I really like Transformers 1. I'm not a bandwagon Michael Bay hater.
Right.
I'm not. I think he's got a certain set of skills as a director that when he's on, he can deliver some really good entertainment. And when he's off, he delivers crap. But what director can't you say that about?
Right.
I'm just going to watch the movie for what it is. I've liked the trailers. I have hope for this movie. I really do. I'm looking forward to watching it and hoping it recaptures the magic of that first one. What about you guys?
I gotta say, I love every trailer I've seen for Transformers 4. I get giddy, and I've never even played with a Transformer. I don't own a Transformer, but seeing those giant robot dinosaurs and what's his name, Optimus Prime riding it with a sword, I'm just like, that's insanely cool. So I can't wait to see that. So I'm really amped, and I like Transformers 3, so I'm all for it.
Dennis?
I didn't like 2 or 3, but the thing is, I'm getting tricked because it's like I see all the trailers for 4. I'm like, these look cool, but I thought the trailers for 3 look cool too. So I think to win me over, he's got to cut out the fat. I mean, there's no reason why Transformers 3 needed to be like almost 2.5 hours long. There's just a lot of stuff we don't care about. We want to see the Transformers, not who so-and-so and so-and-so's relationship.
And have you noticed that as they've gone progressively through the trailers, the newer trailers are more and more focused on the Transformers themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that partially has to do with the fact that they're actually finishing those shots that they can then show us. So I've got hope. Okay, last question of the day.
Anthony Barbera wants to know if you think Dawn of the Planet of the Apes will be better than Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
If it is, bravo. But here's the thing. A lot of people say, why do a sequel? It's never going to be better than the original. It doesn't have to be better than the original. That first Apes movie was so good that if this one ends up being just 90% as good, that's still great.
Yeah.
That's still a great time at the theater. I don't know. I have my doubts it'll be as good as the first one, but it doesn't need to be as good. Just be good, and I'll be happy. What do you guys think?
I really like the first one, and I think from what I've seen so far of this one, I think it's going to be even better.
I was gonna say, when I saw the trailers for Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I laughed out loud. I was like, this movie's gonna suck. That's what I thought. And
I did too.
I told my
The
friends, I was
trailers
like,
weren't very good.
I
No, they
can't
were
believe
not.
you're even into this Rise of. I was joking on my Planet of the Apes friends who were like, love the Planet. I was like ripping on them almost daily. Like, hey, what's up with the Planet of the Apes? Rise of the little babies here. And then I had to eat all my words, all of them, because I absolutely loved that movie. It blew me away how amazing it was. It made me cry in the theater. I was emotional about a CG ape. I felt betrayed by my own inner instincts. I can't believe I'm emotionally jacked by this movie. I can't wait for the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know. I agree with you though. Even if it's 70%, that's
Still
a
good.
triumph.
It's still good.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.